Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome everyone in today's conversation on the sacred scripture. And as we were discussing about this relationship thing, and especially as it is presented here in the scripture, the relationship of two friends. How is the relationship which happens between two friends? And before speaking about all those things, I want to tilt your mind towards where we are in this entire conversation. So the first day of conversations where we were discussing about some sages, they went to Sage Sutta and asked him about some sort of knowledge that he should give them, and he is now narrating them the story that was told. I mean the real story that was told to Valmiki by Narada. And Narada is speaking to Valmiki the entire life of Sri Rama. And here we are where Narada is discussing the life story, what happened in Sri Rama's life to Valmiki. So here we are, and now we have reached to the place where Sri Rama is meeting with Sugriva. They have established a good friendship, and they have sworn in front of an altar, in front of fire, that they would always carry out their relationship of friendship. I mean their relationship, their friendship. And while I speak about it, I mean every person, as I was speaking, that every person is responsible when he is in any sort of relationship. Like we would see many times that many friends come forward to just make friends with people, okay? But when people get stuck in real hard times, some friends fly away. So this is not a real friendship. This is not a friendship at all, and this is not a relationship at all. So watching hard times of friends, people try to fly away, slink away. So this is not the quality of a friend. A friend could only be said a friend when he is always directly, when he is always standing to help his next friend whenever any one of them needs them. So this is the real quality of a friend, and this is the real quality of a relationship too. And this scripture teaches us that thing, that both of the friends, they are in anguish, they are in painful situation. Rama has a different type of pain, and Sugriva too has different types of pains which are induced, which are inflicted and imposed on him by no other but his elder brother, Bali. So both of them are in grave conditions, and both of them are understanding the condition of the opposite person. And this is how a good relationship gets carried out, when every person in a relationship just starts thinking about the person forward, the person in front of him, okay? So thinking of your problems, I mean feeling your problems little, and always taking care of what are the problems of other people, other person, is the real nature of relationship. That doesn't mean that you become contemptuous towards yourself, but what I want to say, what the scripture wants to teach us, is you always give your 100% performance, I mean 100% feeling to the hardships, to the hard conditions of others, and always try to help them in any way, any sense you could, okay? So there are different problems that arise in life, and all the problems can be solved by same equipment, okay? Like we do so many works all the day, and different work require different types of equipments, different types of levers. The same way, different types of situations require different types of help that we could do, that we could help with, okay? So the more we help people, the more we'd be able to say that we are carrying out our relationships. So this is the nature, and this is the way to hold relationships with people that the scripture is teaching us. And that's why these two people are swearing their relationship in front of fire, because fire is always regarded a sign of purity in Indian culture. So this, they vow in front of fire, like they take pledge. The way this fire is always full of purity. It purifies whatever is hurled in it. It always spreads arrogance in society, in this entire nature. The same way we'd carry out our own relationships, that the aroma of our relationships spread far and across to far-flung corners of this entire universe. And the same thing happened. We are discussing about their relationships. So this is the importance, and this is the utility of a good relationship. We should maintain them. And this is how we could make our own lives and the lives of everyone attached with us full of happiness. Because a person cannot lead his life on earth just remaining attentive towards himself, okay? Throughout the day, we always, one way or another, we always deal with relations, okay? Relationships, people, different types of people. And if our behavior, our action towards people is not good, we can never lead a happy life. So always take in mind, to lead a happy life, always try to make every person who is connected with you a happy person. So that's why it is said, always care for others. In the result of that, you are basically caring for yourself. So whenever anyone says that take care of others, look after others, look for the benefits of others, never cheat anyone, never spread rumor about anyone, spread fragrance of your good jobs in the environment. Ultimately, everything that you do in this nature just comes towards you as a result. So if we are carrying out good relationships, the result of that relationship, the result of our good feelings, of our good emotions would be we would lead a happy, not the happy, the happiest life on earth. This is the way that the scripture teaches us. Neither money nor materialistic accomplishment could give us happiness. Our good behavior is the sole thing that gives us happiness. Our action are the sole things that give us happiness. Our entire expression is the thing that gives us happiness. So we need today, in this modern era, when everyone is just hurling himself, is just propelling himself towards materialism, towards just ruining anybody else and moving himself forward in the match, in the play, wherever he is, in business or in competition. The world is running in competitions. No, this is not the way. Always, yes, it's also necessary part of life, but just competing with others, never get attached with enviousness, never get attached with apathy towards anyone, okay? Always love people and then do whatever you want. And this is how you not only transform yourselves, but you transform the entire way that nature is working, because you are the real element, you are the primary element of this environment. So every great thing, every big thing, whatever we see around us is made of small things. The ocean is made of billions and billions and billions drop of waters. So one drop of water counts. One drop of water, one dab of water holds its place in ocean. Okay, so one pearl in an intricately designed garland holds its place, in a necklace holds its place. So every part of this nature has its importance, and we, singular human beings, soul human beings, are also important the way this entire society is important for this nature. So if we are good, the entire environment becomes good, and when the entire environment becomes good, the whole nature becomes good nature, where everyone is living for everyone. So many times people say that we want to turn this nature into good nature. We want to bring heaven on earth. We want to eradicate all sorts of evil that are pervading on this earth. What is the way? This is the way that you start paying attention on yourselves, on your actions, on your behaviors, on the way you communicate and you behave with people, the way you are leading your life, the way you're giving importance to your own lives. Start giving that importance to others' lives too. And then this is the way you could transform not only your life, but the life of entire society. I mean, the health of entire environment could be changed by your one attempt just to maintain your relationship. So we are not only related with human beings, we are related to this entire nature, entire ecosystem. We are related to animals. We are related to different types of creatures. We are related to trees, plants, entire biodiversity that we see around us. And when this human being becomes responsible to every part of this nature it is connected with, he would never harm that part, because we never harm our relatives. Okay? We never harm our relatives anyway. No one wants to hurt if he's a good man. So all the elements, all the molecules of this nature are our own relatives. So when this kind of thought process arises in a person's mind, so you could feel in yourself, you could understand it in yourself, you could examine it in yourself, that how this nature would be when every person becomes responsible to all creatures, all molecules, all elements of this nature. No one would harm anyone. No one would hurt anyone. And that is how a heaven could be created on earth. It's so easy. So people oftentimes question me, different disciples living in here, that how you people are working for a good nature, to make this society a good nature society, to make this world a heavenly place for people to live. What is the way? This is the way. When every person understands his responsibility towards nature, when every person understands his accountability towards environment, and when everyone understands how he is related to this nature and starts carrying out his relationship with all the parts, all the particles, all the molecules, all the elements of nature. When I say elements of nature, I don't mean matter, okay? I mean different parts of nature, trees, plants, animals, creatures, different types of animate and inanimate things, okay? So when person starts protecting nature, nature as a whole starts protecting human beings, this entire diversity that we see around us. So this is the importance of relationship, that these people are taking oath in front of fire. And many people would think that they're nonsense people. Why are they taking oath in front of fire? This is a real friendship. We make friends with people every day and disconnect with them. So this is not that thing. These people are not nonsense people. These people are highly alert people. That's why they're taking oath, they're taking pledge in front of fire, that the way purity of fire shines in the entire universe, the purity of our relationship will shine in this entire humanity so far as this humanity exists. So this is the power of relationship. This is the power of pledging yourself for a good relationship. This is illustrated so much eloquently by these two characters in the scripture. And then what happens? Then Sri Rama takes hold, says Sugriva that I fight for eradicating your hardship. Okay, so we see here that both the parties, both the people have their own sufferings, have their own hard times. But a good friend is the one who never cares for where he is standing, in which hard time is he leading his life, in what hard time is he leading his life, but cares for the hard times, care for the suffering of his own friend. Cares for helping his own friend. So the person who initiates first is the great person. So we call Rama a great man, a great identity that has emerged on earth. It's not just on a whim. We don't say Rama, Sri Rama, great Rama, just needlessly. It's not needless saying. It's basically, literally meaningful saying. So the jobs, the works, the actions, the duties that he did in his life make him a great person. The same way, the way we lead our lives. It never takes a person to go to Himalayas or any sacred place to make him a great person. Just where you are living, lead your life with complete responsibility, lead your life with complete purity, understanding what your responsibilities are, and maintaining them and keeping a balance in your life and maintaining a balance in nature. The place where you are would make you a great person. So it never takes a person to go to different places, different, what people say, sacred places. It don't want to take a bath in Ganges, okay? The place where you are, if you're working with complete, if your entire behavior, entire life is pure and worth helping people, then that place, your work makes you a great person, not the place. Your way of leading the life, your entire behavior makes your life a great life, not where you live or where you go and what sacred places you went. So that is how Sri Rama turned himself into a great entity that has emerged on earth by his actions. And these actions of people make people, good people, raised people, elevated people, and the people worth following. So here, Sri Rama initiates first to help Sugriva. And what he says, Pratijyatam cha Ramena tada Valivadham prati Valinascha balam tatra kathayamasa vanaraha Sugrivaha sankitascha sin nityam viryana raghave. So here, Sri Rama pledges to kill Bali. So the elder brother of Sugriva was contented with Bali. He just twinned and impaled Sugriva so much Bali that now Sugriva is in a deserted condition. He has no home of his own. He is just rumbling in forests. So this condition of Sugriva, wherever he is, the cause of his condition, the cause of his bad condition is Bali. And so here Sri Rama pledges to kill Bali and give Sugriva the place he deserves. But Sugriva is skeptical of the powers of Sri Rama. Sri Rama is a thin person, okay, and Bali is a great entity. He was the strongest person in his times. So now Sugriva is getting skeptical that how Sri Rama would be able to fight that person. He is so much strong. He is so much powerful. So he gives a brief description of how Bali is, how much powerful he is. So oftentimes people, like spiritual people, don't care much of gaining physical power, okay? But it's necessary part. You must gain a type of physical power that is necessary, that was in Sri Rama, okay? Oftentimes spiritual people avoid different types of exercises, yogic practices. So this shouldn't happen, but Sri Rama was doing all those things. But Bali is mightily strong. So that's why Sugriva is worrying about Sri Rama. So here, what I was telling, that a spiritual person has the power of his good life. A spiritual person holds the power of purity in him. Spiritual person holds the power of austerity in his life. And that's what makes him a great person, okay? Otherwise, why kings too prostrate in front of monks? We have numerous examples throughout our literatures, throughout this Vedic scriptures, where all the kings, not a single example will find anywhere where a monk prostrates kings, okay? So everyone, whenever anyone sees, anyone watches, anyone visualizes a monk coming in front of him, everyone just bowed down in front of him. Why? Had he had no power in him, no one would have shown any sort of respect towards him. But the life of a monk, the life of a saint, of a spiritual person is so much elevated. If he is a real spiritual person, if he is leading a true spiritual life, is so much elevated that all the parts, all the entire nature bows in front of him, let alone human beings. So that's why this is the power of a spiritual person. This is the power of Sri Rama. This is the strength of Sri Rama. He is physically strong person, and same way he is spiritually strong person. And when you are physically strong person and when you are spiritually strong person, then you would necessarily be emotionally strong person. And this is the thing that makes a person real strengthful person. If your emotions are positive, if your emotions are unwavered, if your emotions are undeterred, then those emotions make a person a real strong person. And all these three things, emotional strength, physical strength, and spiritual strength, agglomerate to make a person a real strong person. And that is the strength of Sri Rama. This helps a person everywhere. Any single hitch in this, this accumulated strength makes a person powerless. Doesn't matter how much physically strong he is, okay? So that was in scarcity in Bali. He was physically a strong person, but he was anywhere connected with spirituality. Otherwise, why he would commit such horrific activity with his own younger brother, okay? And that's why Sri Rama was able to kill him. And that is the reason, that is the sole reason why Sri Rama succeeded in killing the greatest of the greatest demons, the king of the demons, Ravana, who was so much powerful, okay? Today we discuss about Sri Rama's life, but how hard would it have been to kill, to take over that demon, the king of the demons, okay? So he did this only by the power of his life, by his spiritual life that was connected with him. So this is the strength of a spiritual person. So today, as we discussed about the importance of relationships in our lives, and we should also give importance to all the forms, all the parts of our life, like spiritual, emotional, and physical. We should be stronger in all these three aspects of our life, and then only then we'd be able to claim that we are a real strong person. And that is how, because all the works in this nature are done by power. And if we are a strong person, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, would really we would certainly be able to create a good environment as nature and raise the environment towards goodness. Thank you.